Keypads have existed ever since keyboards have existed. They're not a new thing, they are pretty common, they are very known in fact. But there is a new type of keypad that has took off over the recent years as OSU has grown in popularity, and I'm talking of course about the OSU keypads, which are essentially keypads that are made of literally just two keys, and their main goal is of course that of being an OSU controller, if so to speak. Now of course those have been around for quite a few years now, but to be honest, if you look back at the very first iterations of OSU keypads, they looked really bad. They were obviously homemade because there's no company that makes them in bulk, I believe. So they were made on Etsy or website of that nature, which is not a bad thing by any means, but it's very complicated to distinguish whether it's good quality or bad quality, which is what ultimately has been holding me back for a very long time. But you know what? It's 2020, technology has evolved, OSU Laser is gonna be released soon, probably 10 years from now, so I might as well just try to get a keypad, right? So I did my research and I came up with this keypad, the SimPad. Yes guys, the SimPad, you know, like simp, the epic word on the internet. Yes, please make sure to make that joke in the comment section and also subscribe, okay? As you can see from these pictures, we have two keys, which are obviously the ones you're gonna play with, and then three other keys that you can basically customize however you want. 1000 Hz refresh rate, which is very good for a keypad. Plug and play, so you basically don't have to install anything to play with this. And most importantly, there is hot plug switches sockets, which basically means you can change the switches on this keypad whenever you want. Now, I'm not the kind of guy that thinks in order to have a gaming keyboard you must have RGB lights that basically flashbang you every single time you play the game. But it's worth mentioning that this keypad does also have RGB lights which are fully customizable, so that's kind of nice. I ordered my keypad on a very shady website called shopee.gg, which is extremely inefficient, bad, and just led to a terrible experience and lots of delays. But to be honest, it was my mistake because they do actually have a shop now and it's very nice and professional looking, and I'm pretty sure orders arrive earlier, so you don't really have to worry about that. Considering that those keypads are made from China and they are shipped from China, the expected delivery time is around 2 weeks maybe. It could slightly change based on where you live. And along with the keypad you can also buy different types of switches, and that's very convenient because of course this keypad gives you a great opportunity to test different types of switches since they are hot swappable at the end of the day. The unboxing of this keypad was of course made on twitch.tv/spaza17, make sure to follow for more stuff like this. And of course, being my live stream and all, we got those big W's on OSU, playing the game with this keypad, crushing the leaderboards once again. I also forgot to mention guys, but I do have a Discord server that you all can join so you can know when I stream, because many people have asked me if I have a schedule, and I kind of do, but I'm also busy with university and other shit. So I stream pretty much randomly, to be honest. So if you want to know when I stream, when I upload, or just chill with me in voice chat, play some games together, you can always join my Discord server and the link will be down in the description. Now let's get to the unboxing. Ooh, a secret box, yes indeed. If you decided to buy extra switches along with your keypad, you will be presented with this box. And inside those very small plastic containers that look like you would usually put cocaine in them, you actually get your switches, as you can see. They are also very nicely presented because you can stick them inside those transparent displays, which looks very cool admittedly. I personally choose to get some switches that I never really tried before, more specifically Cherry MX Silver, Cherry MX Silent Red, Gateron White and Gateron Yellow. You can choose between 11 types of different switches, by the way, I forgot to mention that earlier. There is also the instructional manual of course, which to be honest it's not really that useful because at the end of the day it's plug and play, but maybe it's good if you want to download the drivers and play around with the RGB lights. And now the star of the show, the actual keypad. See, the keypad comes in this very nice portable thing, which looks like one of those old Game Boy casings where you would put Game Boy and games in it, so that's quite nice to be honest. It's very cool if you have to travel, you have to go somewhere, you can bring this and not just put it in a random bag, I guess. Inside you will find the keypad, which comes with red switches by default, a Type-C cable, another plastic bag which basically contains the stickers, useful for sticking your keypad to the table because otherwise it will slide off. a keycap slash switch puller. You can use this to take out keycaps as well as switch in between switches. Oh god, that's such a terrible expression. Let's say just change the switches, okay? Swap them, rather, that's the correct word. Swapping switches isn't really that complicated. After all, they give you the tools to do it. I'm pretty sure anyone is capable of doing it, and you can experiment around. Maybe you can have red switch on your index finger and black switch on your middle finger if you're one of those lunatics. But anyways, once you finally figure out the best switches for you, or at least the ones that you want to try, you can just plug it in and it's gonna work straight away. Now, I know what you're thinking. This looks extremely awkward to play on, is it? Well, it probably is for the first 2 or 3 maps, but once you actually get used to it and once you get used to the feeling of having 2 keys that are completely isolated from the rest of a keyboard, of a full board keyboard that is, it's actually quite comfortable to tap on. There is no delays whatsoever. Of course, it's a mechanical type of keyboard. Even the keycaps are actually very high quality. They feel very nice to tap on. And I don't know if having those keys like that is actually helpful. For me, it feels like it's way more comfortable to tap in this situation, but it's only because I have a very strange tapping style where I'll basically tap very hard on my keyboard and I also move my fingers around a lot. Doing that on a full-size mechanical keyboard sometimes leads me to finger lock or just mess up my accuracy in general because I end up pressing other keys with other fingers. But that whole thing doesn't happen with this keypad, and as you can probably tell, well, not right now because I choked the accuracy now, no please, god damn it man, my hack is gone. It feels absolutely amazing to stream, and especially dev stream on this keypad. Also, for some reason I can single tap way easily on this keypad, and once again this probably has to do with my tapping technique. But that's something that you could keep in mind. Maybe if you feel uncomfortable tapping on a keyboard, having a keypad that kind of isolates those 2 keys may be a good choice for you. I honestly have no idea. All I know is that this keypad probably feels a lot better than many keyboards I've used, including my newest one. It kind of makes me regret not buying one keypad before, because I honestly feel like now I can get many more scores because it just feels more right for me, more consistent for me. Even though I have been playing this game for over 5 years, there is always something new you can learn about yourself or about the way you play, and I have learned right now that I just play better on this keypad, so I will probably stick to it. Now, of course, I'm not ready to say that this keypad is 100% perfect. I've only used it for like 1 day or so. I have no idea about the durability, because again, this is not made by a company, it's still homemade at the end of the day. If I were to use it every single day, would it last long? Would the keys just start to double tap or break on me? Are the LEDs good enough to sustain the force of my incredible fingers? And most of all, is the sticker gonna last more than a week? That I honestly can't tell, and only time will be able to tell. But for now, I will play the game using this keypad and will let you guys know, I guess. If you want some more insane gameplay, remember you can always follow me on Twitch. I will leave the link to this keypad down there in the description. I'm quite confident in saying that it's a very good keypad for gameplay, but there are other positive qualities to it. For example, if you want to buy an entire keyboard, because that's just your style, maybe you play better on a full-size keyboard, but you are undecided on what switches you can get, you can easily just buy this with a couple of switches and test them out. Just play OSU with them and figure out which switch is the best for you, so you can buy a full-size keyboard with those switches that you selected. Or maybe if you go outside, which I highly doubt, especially right now, you can go to your friend's house if you have any and actually bring this with you if you want to play OSU, or make him want to try different switches, or make him wanna try OSU. There's many things you can do with this keypad and many people you can please, including yourself, so I highly recommend it with a high degree of confidence. This is a great product and I can't praise it enough. All I'm hoping is that it will last, because of course, as I said, there's no way of knowing that. But until then, I hope to see you all on Twitch, and I hope to see you all on my Discord server. During this particular session, I actually got some pretty cool scores, but I don't want to include them in this video, because of course that's gonna be a problem when it comes to copyright. So maybe I will upload the highlights separately, I still don't know. All I know is that you can always like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, dude.